ladies and gents, we have them here. Let's give some massive round of applause to show our love and support. And you may be seated. All right, we good to go? Ready? Yeah? Let's kick it off. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, it is with great pleasure and excitement that I welcome you to the wedding ceremony of Hayley and Ryan, where Hayley gets to quench her thirst for Hirst. That's a perfect start. That's what we want. Lots of love, lots of claps. They are so thankful that you've joined them here today. And while we are sad some people couldn't make the journey, that does mean we have a little extra alcohol at the reception. So we will have a drink on their behalf. Or hearing there's some Newman crew in, maybe 3 or 4 on their behalf. My name is Daniel Delby and I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. As you can see, I'm not your typical old lady celebrant. I do stand-up comedy as well. So I like to make sure everyone knows that today's ceremony is going to be a lot different to what you're used to. So there's going to be the odd swear word and joke here or there, but the bride and groom have heard and approved today's ceremony already, so everything you hear, they know is going to happen, all right? So knowing we've got the all clear, feel free to have a laugh with them as we hear the funny parts as well as the romantic stuff too. Laughing does make you 70% more attractive to the opposite sex. So Ryan must have laughed a lot because he's definitely batting. So, Ryan described their relationship as lovingly aggressive. This was backed up by Hayley when she taught me a new love language that I hadn't even heard about before. Their love language is called bullying. They pick on each other non-stop, and from the outside they reckon it looks like they hate each other, because when you hear a couple say fuck you, it's usually with I want to before it, but these guys just leave that part out. They love it though, because their weirdness matches each other, and when they're together they are authentically themselves, so if you don't like it, then fuck you. Even though they use adult language, their young love began at high school. They used to have a few classes together, even though Hayley was the year above. She hasn't told anyone, she was kept down a year. No, just messing around. They had a split class. But seeing her, they had a split math class, but seeing her during algebra made Ryan want to add himself to her equation. His crush on her was multiplying exponentially, and all he could think about was square rooting, so he would secretly... That's why I tell you guys I know what I'm going to say. So he would secretly relearn topics, so he would have a conversation started with her, which is quite cute. Ryan's first memory happened to be Bindas, where Hayley's first memory was of Ryan's ass. Even though it's one of her favourite things about him to this day, it's not quite what you think. She was in their metalwork class when Ryan fell off a chair and crashed ass first onto the floor. So without knowing it, he was already falling for her from the very first moment. Even though she thought he was an idiot, she thought he was a cute idiot. Just like the blowtorch they'd used in their lesson, her feelings began to heat up, then melt, resulting in a crush being welded to her heart. She was too shy to do anything about it, but secretly began to look forward to going to metalwork things out between them. They never really acted upon their feelings until they graduated. Maybe because Hayley was a cougar and had to wait for him to be of legal age, but... Ryan wouldn't let her forget about him though, as he used to visit her where she worked at Hungry Jack's. Yeah. Little did he know that he would supersise her to his wife later down the track. They really have no idea how they got together from there, but their first date was at Dome Café, where things went so well that the takeaway snack Ryan left with was Hayley. As winter began, so did their relationship, and they found themselves back at Ryan's mum's house trying to keep warm. It sounds sus, doesn't it? That's not a euphemism, they were just cold. Without a fire or an app, Ryan decided that the only tinder he needed to heat things up was his body. So he cuddled her on his lap and leant forward to kiss her cheek. She accidentally turned away and he landed it right on her deltoid, which is the absolute definition of getting given the cold shoulder. He saw her smile when she asked if he meant to do that, and before giving an answer, he pulled her in for their first kiss.
Oh.
Yeah. Things became a bit more difficult when Ryan had to move away for work. Ryan lived in a new town and Hayley began a long-distance relationship, so they both got a new man. Ryan fell in love with how she would go along with whatever nonsense he decided to buy into, whether it was a truck, a Europe trip, or a snap-on truck, even if he was the biggest tool. Outside of the toolbox, she locked onto his eyes, which is her favourite physical feature of Ryan. She appreciates how patient he is with her, especially when she's in hyper moods, and doesn't judge her weirdness. In fact, he wanted it around him all the time. The epiphany came to him when he was texting his best mate Clayton, and the text said, "Like, the only thing that's stopping me is the fact that I'm here. But honestly, she's the type you marry, simple as that." Now, the best thing about having that in text is he knows the exact date where he realised it, that she was the one for him. And it was on May the 5th, 2016. So it was the day after May the 4th be with you, so the force was so strong. It lasted 9 years, and today is the actual anniversary of that day, so yeah, it's awesome. For Hayley, it was as soon as she'd moved in with him. It just felt right, and she couldn't picture herself with anyone else. Some say that's love, others say Ryan had executed the perfect Jedi mind trick. In love with me, you are. When Ryan had to head back to TAFE in Perth, it left Hayley feeling a little isolated, so he had secretly planned to adopt a kitten so she wouldn't feel lonely when he left, and have something for her to love. He couldn't be the only one in the relationship that loved pussy when he was alone. Risky joke, but approved by the couple, so let's move on. Unfortunately, she ruined the surprise because she found out by email that Ryan had she found out she was getting a cat by email, so Ryan had the cat cancelled. This is where the saying "curiosity killed the cat" came from. No, they got the cat, and obviously she loved how thoughtful that it was that Brian was thinking about her, and she absolutely cherishes the memory of Misty. From Misty to Mr and Mrs, this is the first wedding I've done where we've had a double proposal. It was Hayley that had planned to propose to Ryan by creating a book for him made up of all the reasons that she loved him. Yeah, it was just 24 pages of close-up booty shots of Ryan. Written on the last page was "Will you marry me?" And on their 5th anniversary, she'd booked a reservation at the Revolving Sea restaurant in the city and handed in the book after dinner. Now, Ryan said luckily there were no pies on the menu because he reckons the way Hayley eats them is monstrous and has no place in decent society. I'm going to see this. So, as he read the proposal card, he didn't answer, so she took it as a no, but didn't want to push it as it had been a great night so far. But unbeknownst to Hayley, Ryan had actually been ring shopping the week before, but had bailed on it because he didn't know anything about rings. It had been too long since metalwork, so we couldn't make one or decide on which was good, so we put it in the later pile to talk about with her sister Christy. After reading the "Will you marry me?" he knew it was time, so he tried to stall and find the right moment. So when they went downstairs to wait for their Uber, Ryan decided that the Sea restaurant wasn't going to be the only thing to do a 180, so he reversed the proposal back to Hayley. He bent down on one knee behind her and said, "Will you marry me?" And Hayley responded with, "Fuck you." And obviously, with yes, which brings us here. So, from the heights of the Sea restaurant to the depths of Cabaret Cave, let's make this official. Yeah, so this is from the government. It's like a warning. Ready? Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a union of two people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Okay. So these are the I-dos. Ryan, do you promise to love Hayley as much as you love tutoring her in maths? Use the same cup for your drinks in the house. Keep letting her go to international concerts and continue to love her aggressively and always be the stubborn, cute-butted and huggable partner she has fallen in love with from this point forward.
I do.
Nice. Hayley, do you promise to love Ryan as much as you love his butt? Stop leaving your socks all over the house. Remember, if you're a pain in his ass, you might ruin your favourite part. Eat pies civilly and continue to love him aggressively and always be the pretty, adoring and loving partner he has fallen in love with from this day forward.
I do.
Nice. So this next section, I'll let everyone know that it is okay for them to be nice to each other here, so we're going to hear some nice stuff in their vows. Before we do the vows, have we got, has each person got rings? I'm just going to make sure we know the rings are one there and the other one is there. Beautiful. Cool. So this is the sort of how we're going to do it. First person that's going to do their vows will do their vows. I'll take the book and the microphone away when they're finished, and then we'll get the ring, the right ring, and lock that on as a finishing move. So we'll clap after they've done their speaking, and then we'll clap after they've got the ring on. Now here's the question, who would like to go first? Rock, paper, scissors? Alright, so. 1, 2, shoot. Oh. We'll go one more time. 1, 2, shoot. 1, 2, shoot. I feel like you won twice, but if you want to start your marriage well, you should probably let her do what she wants. What's your choice? Alright. Alright, so that, and keep this on your chin, you'll be able to use it. Shit.
Hayley, I may not remember the exact moment you caught my eye, or the first words we shared, but I knew the moment we decided to get together, that moment would change my life. I remember thinking how long distance would be hard and most people fail. Then I remember thinking, she's the type of girl you marry. And here we stand 9 years later to the day. I say to these words, you're the love of my life, happy anniversary. 9 years have been with you, gone through in a blink of an eye. The next 9 years will go through just as fast. I vow to cherish every moment with you. So with these rings, I call upon the person here presented as the witness that I, Ryan Hirst, take the Hayley Louise Clark to be my lawfully wedded wife.
Alright, Ryan's going to take that and put that on you, Hayley. Ryan's going to take that. Oh, so it's that way? Sorry, my bad. Right, there we go. So, yeah, I'll grab the box. Sweet, yeah. Alright. First one's locked in. Locked in. Round of applause, ladies and gents. Well done, Ryan. Alrighty. Same thing, but in reverse. Here we go.
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Hayley Louise Clark, take thee, Ryan Eddie Hirst, to be my lawful wedded husband. I don't know how to sum up my love for you in a few words without being damn right cringy, but I'll try. I choose you, Ryan, to be my friend, my lover, my partner, my husband. I choose you knowing exactly who you are, especially how frustrating you can be. I promise to support you through your successes and failures, to love you, to stand by you, in richer and in poorer, from feeding you chicken nuggets while you drive, to standing beside you when your next crazy idea takes shape. With this ring, I promise to keep laughing with you and at you, learning with you and growing with you. And even when you test my patience, I will still choose you today, tomorrow, and always.
There we go. We are all locked away square. Let's have a round of applause for both of them. I thought they were Hungry Jack's nuggets. So in a moment we're going to get the witnesses, Christy and Glenn, or Vows as we know him, to sign the marriage certificate. Then we'll complete the paperwork so they can have their first kiss as officially husband and wife. So we're going to meet you over there on the signing table. Can we get a round of applause for their support team? They've been with them all day. And then we'll see these guys hooked up in public. So come on over. All right, you guys good? Lips are ready? All right, here we go. I'm over here, so I'm not the creep in their photo when they're kissing. Our beautiful newlyweds are proudest of achieving so much together after moving to buttfuck nowhere. They've bought their first house together and will continue to fill it with love and happiness. So maybe we'll get some music underneath a little softly so they can kiss like a rom-com. All right. So, from your first kiss at your mum's house in front of the fire, to in front of your mums with the embers of love, Ryan, I invite you for the first time as her husband to kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding as I present